Hello everyone, I'm Thor, son of Dale, and I wanted to give you a brief introduction into this interview with Peter Moolhuzien. We had some technical difficulties on the day of this shoot, namely gravity and overexposure to solar radiation. My poor cameraman can no longer feel his arms at this point in the day, and that means the video is just a tad bit shaky. The interview, however, is pure solidness, and it actually reveals some tidbits that may or may not come into play for the Brevard Renaissance Fair 2021. I hope you enjoy this interview with Peter Moolhuzien, and monkeys in the back, roll the footage. Hello, I'm Thor, son of Dale, and I'm welcoming you to the Brevard Renaissance Fair 2020. We're at the end of the day that we've had, our journey's over, but I'm here with Peter, and I cannot even pronounce his last name because reading is really hard in Asgard. Can you please say your last name?
Moolhuzien.
Peter Moolhuzien, he is the man, he is the boss. Springsteen, move over. This is the man that puts on the show. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fine.
He's getting very ready for the concert. All right, I'm going to just jump right in. How long does it take to plan the Brevard Renaissance Fair? When do you start?
Well, we already started for 2021. It takes us over a year to put a show on. And it's done mostly, Anthony and I do a lot of the planning in advance. And then we have a large crew of people that step in along the way.
Wow. All right, so they're already ready for 2021. If you're watching this now, know that you're behind. Just saying. So what kind of research goes into putting on an event of this size, especially a Renaissance Fair?
We spend a lot of time looking at acts all over the country, different shows all over the country. We look at our crowds that we get, the audience that we get, and what improvements we can make, what feedback we get from our customers and stuff, and then we try to enhance upon that every year.
So I have a question. I'm a fan of this fair. Will there be fireworks within the next 10 to 15 years?
Funny you should ask. We just asked the city of Melbourne about that. So I'm not going to say at this point, but there's a good possibility down the road.
I'm clearly ahead of the game as well. Awkward. How long have you been putting on events of this size, as a producer per se?
This is our 5th year doing this. We started 5 years ago, and we've watched it grow by leaps and bounds year in, year out. It's a great feeling to watch it grow.
It's been great. I've been here a few times, so it has grown, and it's bigger this year, it seems, somehow.
This is the biggest show we've ever put on, but we've got bigger plans.
Woo! R2D2 in the house. So when it comes to planning a fair, if you could plan a fair, a Renaissance fair, around a single character or a story, what would it be and why? One that's close to your heart.
One that's close to my heart. I enjoyed Robin Hood or even Excalibur, are two great storylines and stuff that I really enjoyed, and two that we put on over the years.
They've already done it, and they're ready to do it again. So if you enjoy those, you're welcome. But from Peter, not from I. The most important question of all the questions, what kind of community work do you guys do outside of just putting on the fair?
We have 2 nonprofits that benefit from this, Annie and Kids and the Brevard Renaissance Charitable Foundation. And that basically is to help young artists or young actors learn and teach them. We provide them with funds to do all of the things that they need to do and get acting lessons and things like that.
Wow, that's amazing. So if you're a young actor and, it's around Brevard, if you have no idea what that is, just Google it, obviously. You got a map now. They might help you get better. It depends on if you're ready to put in the work, as actors like to say. How many acts do you have daily, each day of the fair?
We have 30 acts. We have over 100 performances a day. I don't know the exact number, but all I know is it's well over 100. So there's no way you can see them all in one day.
It's very true. Having spent 10:30 to, I'm going to guess it's about 6:30, we've seen 6 acts total. We've been involved in the pub crawl, which you may or may not see some of, who knows. But we've been able to do this, and I've been here 7 days, 1 year, for 2 different years, and I still have not seen all of the acts. I see faces, I recognize them, but truly, you need 4 weeks to come to the Brevard Renaissance Fair, Brevard Renaissance Fair, so that you can get all of the acts in. Peter, I thank you so much for just putting on this event.
Thank you.
It's so much fun. And I'm Thor, son of Dale. Thank you for tuning into Life of Thor and tuning in to Thor Talks to Peter, the boss. Sorry, Springsteen. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you see you on the next adventure. I love you.